Transform your summer skincare routine and learn the best products and routines to keep your skin glowing in the summer heat. Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So as you can see, we're in a slightly different location. We are back home, but I am bringing a summer skincare routine to you guys for that glowy skin, and we're going to make sure that we have the best routines this summer, particularly in the heat, which in England we are in summer at the minute. We have great weather, and if you're going abroad you can take it with you there. Having a good skincare routine in the heat is essential, so let me share my tips with you guys. I'm actually going to start with these two products because they're kind of skincare related, but they're not anything to do with my face. But if you're a pale girl, these will be your new best friends. So this is both from Bondi Sands. These are both Bondi Sands, and this is the Bondi Sands SPF 50 Very High Protection Fragrance Free Water Resistant Solution. Now this is one of my favourite sunscreens. This is one of the only sunscreens that I can use on my body that doesn't affect my skin. It doesn't give me eczema, and it works really well for me. You do have to reapply it though because it's water resistant. So obviously if you're swimming or by the pool you need to reapply. But this is really the only sunscreen in this country that I found actually I could use and it doesn't affect my skin. And then moving along to another body product, this is the Bondi Sands Gradual Tanning Lotion. This is the tinted skin protector. It's the bronzing pigment for instant flawless skin, and it builds to a natural looking tan. So this is essentially a tanning lotion. So this is perfect in the summer, these tanning lotions, because it just gives you that natural body glow, especially if you are a bit paler. Having one of these, it just makes you feel a little bit more tan, and I feel a little bit more confident with this on, particularly when I'm going away. My friends tan really easily, so this is going to be my lifesaver because they're going to all be really tanned and I'm going to be this colour. This is literally me and my friends. So these are two products I did want to mention before we start on the skincare. I also do like this one for my face too, but I do use a different one that I slightly prefer using, but I did use this for a really good time on my face too, and I think it does work as well. Starting off with an oldie but a goodie. In the summer I always go back to this. Now as you can see, this is very empty, but this is the one I keep at home. I have like a bigger one at the flat. This is the La Roche-Posay Microbiome Science Everclear Purifying Foaming Gel, and this is the Balancing Skin pH. This is the darker blue one, that is the lighter blue one, but this is the darker one. I know some people can get a little bit confused by that, but this is my favourite cleanser, and this is the one I will be using today. I absolutely love it. It's just the perfect gel-like consistency, but it also has that foaming effect. Now I quite like a foaming cleanser. I know not everybody does, but for me, having that little foam, I just feel like it's working a lot better. I know that's definitely not the case, but I don't know, just for me it feels like it's doing a better job. So some other cleansers that I would really recommend and I have been using is the Cruel one, or Creole. I'm not sure 100% how you say it, but I have used it in the past and I actually ran out of it. But because it was going into summer, I picked up my La Roche-Posay because I know that has got me through the summer before, so I just wanted to go back to that. But I will pop a picture of it here, as well as the Bioma Jelly Cleanser. That one I really love too, and I'll also pop a picture of it there. They are some recommendations. I have combination skin where it's slightly more oily under my eyes and my T-zone, and then it's kind of normal everywhere else. I don't tend to get all that dry, however on my body I can get eczema in the summer. I find that all those cleansers work really well for me. I have friends who have dry skin and they use the La Roche-Posay too, and they find that really works for them. And the Cruel one is really good for sensitive skin. I have very sensitive skin and I personally find that none of them affect my skin, but do your research, ensure that if you have any ingredients that you are more sensitive to, make sure it's not in the ingredients list. So I'm just gonna wash this off, and then I'm just gonna pat my skin dry. I like to leave it slightly damp to the touch because I find that it just works with the next products going on, but I don't want it too wet because it will drip down onto my outfit. So next I'm going in with my all-time favourite toner. I think it could be an essence actually, but I'm pretty sure it's a toner. I actually don't know because all of this is in Korean, so I can't read it. But this is the Round Lab, I believe is the name. I always want to call it Roundhouse Labs, but I don't think that's the name. I think it's Round Lab. This is their 1025 toner. I absolutely love this stuff. This is by far one of my favourite products of all time. It just leaves your skin so hydrating and it's just amazing. I believe it's made with seawater, which is really cool, and it just leaves your skin feeling so nourished, so hydrated, and I find that it really helps with my breakouts. I have found that I'm not getting as much breakouts and it really just soothes my skin, especially as you can see my skin's not perfect at the minute. I have a few marks left over, but I find that when I do have a spot kind of pop up, it really just helps with getting rid of them, and also the aftermath. I feel like it doesn't scar as much because that just really helps my skin. But I absolutely love that. It's so nourishing, it's so hydrating, and it also feels really light on the skin. I take all my products down onto my neck because I do get some acne under my jaw, and also you always take your skincare down your neck because your neck is just as important. Now I'm going in with another, I guess it's a toner, but I would say this is more of an essence. This is the Glazing Milk by Rhode. It's the Ceramide Facial Essence. Again, I absolutely love this. This is one of my favourite products. I tried a few products from Rhode. I did a review and I have to say I'm very pleasantly surprised with it. This is by far my favourite product, along with the peptide lip treatments, which I've actually left at the flat, except from the Toast one, which is the pigmented one. I don't have them with me, but I do have some other lip products. This is by far one of my favourite products that they do. It's incredible and it just leaves my skin feeling so moisturised, so nourished, and like there's not too much product on there. So I do feel sometimes that my skin doesn't like too much product, and especially in the summer you don't want really caking skincare on and then you're putting makeup over the top. I just think it's way too much on the skin. This is by far one of my favourite products and I highly recommend. However, I have heard that Bioma do a very similar, almost dupe-like product, which I will leave a picture of here. I personally haven't tried it, but I've heard that it is just as good. So if you are more on a budget, I definitely recommend checking out that one too. Next, I go in with one of my favourite things of all time. This is from Botanics. This is just my facial roller. I started using this as well as my gua sha, and I just absolutely love doing this in the morning and the evening. And I'm just rolling it along my jaw, predominantly my jawline. And then I do take it up to my cheekbones and my forehead as well. I just love using this. It's very cooling and it just feels lovely on the skin, and it also is supposed to help with blood flow, blood circulation and sculpting, getting rid of puffiness and all that good stuff. But yeah, this is one of my favourite things, and I just sit here in the morning just rolling my face. It's really fun. So now I'm going to go on to some honourable mentions. So these are from Grande Lash. I know these can be controversial, but it's more so the products themselves rather than the actual brand. But this is the Brow and Lash Serum. I use brow and lash serums throughout the whole summer. I try and use them throughout the year, but I'm a lot more consistent with them throughout the summer. I use these, I think, about once a week now in the summer. Sometimes it's once every 2 weeks, but I try and use these a little bit more because I really want to nourish my brows and lashes, especially in the summer. We want them to look good, but we also want to make sure they're hydrated and nourished, and lash and brow serums are definitely the way forward. Next, we're going on to moisturiser. This is the CeraVe Moisturising Lotion. Now, it says it's for dry to very dry skin. I don't have dry skin. I can have dry skin occasionally, but it's predominantly oily, and this is incredible for me. I know some people it doesn't work for, I know some people that it really does, but for me this is my all-time favourite moisturiser. Another good one though is the Omega Water Cream. I think that's really great as well. I use about that much. Finding a good moisturiser is honestly one of those things that once you find it you will never go back, and for me that is CeraVe. I have definitely used the Omega Water Cream and I do really like that too, but for me you can never go wrong with CeraVe. And I know it works, and I know it doesn't react with my skin, so I do go back to it. I like to pop it a little bit on my eyebrows and lids as well, but not too close to my eye because I do wear contact lenses. What is your guys' favourite moisturiser, and do you have any recommendations? If you do, let me know in the comments what your favourite is or a recommendation that you guys have. I'm going to go on to lips. So this is the MAC Lip Scrubbish, I don't know how you say it. It's a lip scrub. I love using lip scrubs in the summer because I just think they are perfect for your lips. My lips can get pretty dry and they need exfoliating, they need that moisture, and they need to sort of be regenerative because obviously they're in the sun a lot more. And I just find that lip scrubs are the best. This is just the one that I have in the minute, but I do find any lip scrub will do, even making your own I think works just as well. Next I'm going into eye creams. The eye cream that I've been using is by Highborn. This is the Highborn Imperial Eye Gel. I just think this is really great. Again, it is more for a dry skin, but I find that it does work for me. I only use the tiniest amount because I don't want too much under my eyes where I put my concealer. But I do like to use this sometimes in the day when my eyes are feeling a little bit sensitive. I like to just pop a little bit of this on. The other eye cream I use at night is the Boots Retinol. I think it's Boots. It's a retinol eye cream. I find that using retinol at night in the summer, not only under my eyes but on my face, is also a really great way to incorporate retinol. Now, ensure that you actually need retinol. If you're under the age of, I would like to say 20, please don't be using retinol on your skin. I just think it's way too damaging. Do your research. If you're young and you are still a teenager, please don't use retinol. It is not good for your skin, and so many things could go wrong, particularly if you have other products that you're using to treat like acne and stuff. They could react really badly together. So please do your research. Please don't use it if you don't need it. But I'm going to be 23 at the end of the week, so I've started incorporating retinol every so often. I don't use it every day. I don't even use it every other day. I use it about 2 times a week, 1 time a week. And the ones that I do use, I'm going to put a picture of on the screen. One is from a French pharmacy. It's the, I think it's A30 or something. I got it when I was in France and I use that every so often. And another one is tretinoin. I got that from my doctor and I find that that really helps with my skin too. Again, I don't use it that often. And then the retinol eye cream, I do try and use it every night because it's a very low percentage of retinol in that cream. It's not a high percentage of retinol at all, and it really helps with my dark circles. Eye cream is not essential though. In my opinion, you don't really need an eye cream, but I do like to apply it just to give a little bit more hydration under the eyes and also to help with the dark circles, but you can just go with your moisturiser. You don't need an eye cream in my opinion. Next is probably the most important thing in this whole routine, sunscreen. So this is the Beauty by Josen SPF 50 Relief Sunscreen, and it has rice and probiotics in. I'm sure you guys have seen this in all my videos. This is by far my favourite sun cream I have ever used on my face, and I like to use about, oh, it's not coming out very well. I use about that much sunscreen in the summer on my face and neck because I do not want to burn. I am quite fair, and also I just don't want to burn my skin, sun cancer, and having to deal with really bad burn is not something we want. So I use a fair amount of sunscreen, but so I take that down my neck as well and on my face, and then I use my Bondi Sans on the rest of my body. I would highly recommend that sunscreen. It is very gentle. I find that it does not affect my skin sensitivity wise, and it just protects me from the sun. I haven't burnt with this, and also I just feel like it works really well with makeup, which I find that sunscreen sometimes really does struggle with, so that is by far one of my favourites. And I have noticed such a difference from using it. So what are some of your guys' summer skincare tips? Let me know in the comments. Give me some of your tips, tricks, and any recommendations that you have in the comments, because I'd be really intrigued to know. But I think one for me is sheet masks. So these are just the Garnier ones. I have a Beauty by Josen one that I love, and a few other that I get from the Korean shop not far from me. But sheet masks are some of my favourite things to do in the summer. I just think they are so good for your skin. They hydrate it, they nourish it, they're really soothing it, and they're also really easy. I find that for some reason I find it easier to chuck a sheet mask on rather than like a full-blown like clay mask or any product that you have to apply with like your hands or a brush. These are just so much easier. So I actually do quite like these ones from Garnier. They are this one is the 2 million probiotic fraction repairing sheet mask. And this is for glowy, healthy skin. All skin types, you leave it on 50 minutes. It is vegan as well, and it's a supercharged with probiotics mask. I've used this before and I absolutely really like this one. And then this is one of their infused with the quality of a bottle of serum, vegan again, dehydrated skin mask. So it's got hyaluronic acid and pomegranate in. So this is super hydrating, replumping moisture bomb sheet mask. So it just looks like this. These are two really good sheet masks, but any sheet mask that works for you would be incredible. I try to do this every week, but it tends to be about every 2 weeks, sometimes 3 if I get really busy, but I do really try and use sheet masks in the summer. I just think they're perfect for your skin. Really caring for your skin is what we want to do this summer, because we don't want to burn, we don't want to have damage from the sun, and we want to make sure our skin is clear, hydrated, but also just giving you that glow, fresh, like almost glass skin. And I think that's the way to do it. Any Korean sheet mask would also be great. These are some of my favorites. If you guys do have a Korean skin shop by you, there are a few that are popping up now in London. I highly recommend going to check them out, or you can look online, ensure the pricing as well. Some of them kind of have up their products a little bit, so I would check online as well to see if it's kind of cheaper, but I'd highly recommend. I love Korean skincare. Some of my also my favorite brands. Next and lastly, we have lip care. Lip care is very important, particularly in the sun, and one of my favorites is of course the Laneige Sleeping Care Lip Sleeping Mask in Vanilla. This is just an oldie but a goodie. This and the Rhode I use pretty much every day and night. I always use a lip product day and night because my lips need hydrating and I hate having dry lips. And I feel like it just kind of finishes off your routine. So this is the one that I brought home with me because I forgot my Rhode, but they're also just as good. I love the vanilla, what is it? I think it's the vanilla Rhode, and my all-time favorite is the solid caramel. I do want to try some of the more summer shades though, and I do want to try a few more of them, but I also want to try watermelon too. Another great lip product, which you can get again in clear, but I only have these in shades. This is the Natrium Photo Glow Lip Balm. This is probably, I think, the cheapest out of all the lip balms I use, and amazing. I love this colour. This is in Chai. I also love Petal and a few others in this sort of range of tone. They have got a new collection which is all like chai, brown, I guess you call them like earthy shades, and I want them all. I absolutely love these, but this is another great one, as well as of course the Summer Fridays. They're some of my favourite lip balms. They are a little bit more expensive, but I love them. And if you guys have any recommended budget friendly ones, please let everyone know in the comments and let me know, because I'd be really intrigued to try them. That is the finished skincare routine. So this is our summer glowing skin. Now my skin isn't perfect and I could have waited till my skin cleared up, but I thought there is no point, let's be realistic. Everyone gets some spots and some discoloration and acne from time to time, and there's nothing wrong with that. No one's skin is perfect 24/7. Sometimes you can have a really good month and sometimes you can have a bad one. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know down below if you guys have any recommendations on products to use. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.